honestly so humbled to be here. I mean, I started off as a closet organizer and a stylist. It was such an honor and very cool that my husband and I were on together.
Yeah, as a couple. I mean, this is amazing. Yeah.
Can you imagine owning a mansion worth $70 million just because you felt like upgrading your ocean view? Now, picture having a custom $150 million private jet, a car collection worth millions, and businesses pulling in tens of millions every single year. This isn't a movie. This is Kim Kardashian's real life. And today, we're diving deep into the empire she built. From reality TV star to billionaire business mogul, this is not just about luxury, it's about ambition, strategy, and knowing how to turn attention into power. Welcome to the lavish life of Kim Kardashian, a journey of luxury, hustle, and unapologetic success. The billion-dollar brand. Kim Kardashian is worth an estimated $1.7 billion. And it's not just because she's famous. Her fortune comes from building brands people actually want to buy. Let's start with Skims, her shapewear company. What started as a line of body sculpting basics turned into a fashion empire. Skims is now valued at over $4 billion, and Kim owns a big chunk of it. Then there's KKW Beauty, her cosmetics line that exploded in 2017. Just a few years later, she sold 20% of it for $200 million, putting the company's value at $1 billion. That's not just lipstick and eyeshadow, that's smart business. Add to that a wildly successful mobile app, lucrative endorsement deals, her reality shows, and investments in everything from fragrances to tech, and you start to understand how she's playing in billionaire territory. She's not just a celebrity, she's a brand, and every piece of her life is a part of that brand. Real estate royalty. Now let's talk homes, because when you have billionaire status, your properties aren't just places to live. They're part of your empire. Kim's Malibu mansion, a 3-acre oceanfront property worth $70 million, previously owned by Cindy Crawford, with floor-to-ceiling windows, a spa-style master bathroom, a wraparound deck with sunset views. It looks like a luxury retreat out of a dream. Her Hidden Hills estate is even more iconic. Bought with Kanye and renovated to look like a minimalist monastery, this house became famous on social media for its all-white aesthetic and futuristic design. Experts estimate it's now worth $60 million. And that's not all. There's the Bel Air mansion she flipped for profit, a penthouse in Calabasas, and other hidden gems in her portfolio. Every house is a statement, modern, sleek, and jaw-droppingly luxurious. She's not just buying real estate, she's curating it like art and flipping it like a seasoned investor. A garage fit for royalty. If you thought Kim Kardashian's homes were extravagant, wait until you see her garage. Her car collection is like a luxury showroom, but make it personal, powerful, and dripping in style. Let's start with her Rolls-Royce Ghost, priced at a cool $340,000. It's basically a palace on wheels with handcrafted interiors, plush seating, and a V12 engine that glides like butter, smooth, silent, and absolutely elite. Then there's the Lamborghini Urus, customized inside with Skims fabric. Yes, her shapewear brand is literally stitched into her ride. It's fast, fierce, and worth $200,000. You'll also find a Mercedes Maybach S600, a Ferrari 458 Italia, a Range Rover SV Autobiography, a Bentley Bentayga, and even a neon green G-Wagon that turns heads wherever it goes. And just in case all that wasn't enough, she's added a Tesla Cybertruck to the lineup. Because of course she did. The future is electric, and Kim's already ahead of it. Each car is a mix of speed, sophistication, and personal flair. They're not just transportation, they're statements. Flying like a queen. Cars are one thing, but when Kim flies, she doesn't do first class. She doesn't even do private jet basic. She flies in a Gulfstream G650ER, a custom-designed private jet worth a staggering $150 million. This jet isn't just about getting from point A to point B. It's got 7 distinct rooms, from a high-tech lounge to a VIP suite with beds, showers, and even a kitchen that can serve gourmet meals at 40,000 feet. Everything inside is personalized, from the light wood finishes to the white leather seats. It's minimal, modern, and luxurious, just like her brand. This is how moguls move, quietly, elegantly, efficiently, and above all, privately, luxury down to the details. Let's talk accessories, because with Kim Kardashian, no detail is too small to be high-end. Her outfits for major events, often clocking in at $70,000 or more. Her wedding dress, custom-made and worth a jaw-dropping $400,000. Her handbag game is next level. We're talking Hermes Birkin and Kelly bags, including the ultra-rare Himalaya Birkin, which can cost up to $400,000. That's the kind of bag you don't just carry, you guard it with your life. Even her grills, yes, we're talking about teeth accessories, are custom made with diamonds and opals, sometimes worth millions. Because why not? Her entire aesthetic says one thing loud and clear: this is what power looks like. From reality TV to real power, before the jet, before the billion-dollar brands, before the iconic fashion moments, Kim Kardashian was just another face in Hollywood working behind the scenes as a stylist and assistant. But everything changed in 2007 when the world suddenly knew her name. Not because of her work, but because of controversy. Most people would have disappeared under the weight of that attention. But Kim, she flipped the narrative. She took the headlines and turned them into leverage. She launched Keeping Up with the Kardashians, and for over a decade, she invited the world into her life. Drama, success, heartbreak, and all. What people didn't realize at first is that this wasn't just a reality show, it was a business strategy. Every season was exposure. Every moment on screen was fuel for her brand. And behind the scenes, Kim was building something far bigger than TV ratings. She was building an empire, the business of being Kim Kardashian. Kim didn't settle for being famous. She became a CEO. She understood her audience, studied trends, and invested in businesses that made sense for her image. Beauty, fashion, tech, media, real estate. From Skims, her shapewear line that became a household name, to KKW Beauty, which sold a 20% stake for $200 million. To mobile apps, fragrances, and social media deals worth millions. Kim knew how to monetize attention like no one else. She became the face of modern celebrity entrepreneurship, a woman who turned being influential into being in control. This wasn't just fame, this was financial freedom, and she earned every dollar. 3 lesser-known facts about Kim Kardashian that most people don't know. 1. She's studying law seriously. While running billion-dollar businesses, Kim is also pursuing a legal career. She passed California's baby bar exam in 2021, and she's on track to become a fully licensed lawyer, inspired by her late father, Robert Kardashian, and her advocacy for criminal justice reform. 2. She has a fear of stretch marks, and designed Skims with that in mind. Kim has openly admitted that one of the reasons she launched Skims was because she personally struggled with body insecurities, especially stretch marks after pregnancy. The line was built to help women feel confident in their own skin, not just to be sexy. 3. She once tried to quit social media for a year in 2017. After her traumatic Paris robbery, Kim seriously considered stepping away from the spotlight and quitting social media altogether. Instead, she reinvented her brand, shifted focus to business and family, and came back even stronger. The legacy she's building. Kim Kardashian's story isn't just about luxury, it's about vision. She built her fortune in the spotlight in a world that judged her every move. But she kept moving. She learned, evolved, and pushed forward. She's raising 4 kids while running global businesses, designing homes that redefine modern architecture, and influencing everything from pop culture to social justice. She's not just living in luxury, she's defining it. Kim Kardashian shows us that your past doesn't define you. Your vision does. Your critics don't decide your worth. Your work does. She took a moment of scandal and turned it into a $1.7 billion reality. That's not luck. That's strategy. That's hustle. That's what building an empire looks like. So the next time you scroll past a headline about Kim Kardashian, remember, there's more to her story than designer bags and red carpets. She's a symbol of reinvention, a master of attention, and a blueprint for how to turn a brand into a billion-dollar legacy. Because in the end, Kim Kardashian didn't just become rich, she designed it, she earned it, and she's not done yet. If this inspired you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell, because the world of celebrity empires is just getting started, and we've got so many more stories to tell. Welcome to Golden Empire, where luxury meets legacy.